All right, good morning or well, afternoon. I'm Federico. I am gonna make this quick because this is more like an illustration of the activities I have planned today for the lesson that was assigned to me. All right, so here's basically a quick rundown. First of all, I would start my lesson with a round of introductions. It's very important that everyone gets to know each other, and the reason why is because a report is so important. People need to want to collaborate with each other. We can create a sense of community by introducing ourselves. These are some of the questions I have chosen: full name and age, their position at their current company, their favorite Peruvian dish, and pisco or chela, and why. After this round of introductions is done, I would have them choose between two games. One could be word linking, and the other would be categories, which would be an equivalent of tutti frutti. I would explain both games to them, just rather briefly, and have them choose which one they want through a voting system. No? This is Cadáveres Exquisitos, where I would explain it, and here's the other one with pictures. After that's done, as an icebreaker, I would start introducing today's topic without actually making it obvious. I would ask each, what kind of food do you like to eat when you're free? I display some examples here to the left, and then I make this in pair work. No, I would have them discuss this in pairs for I don't know what's 5 minutes. I would have to read the room, and then they would report to the session. No, to the whole class. Same as with this question right here. What do you like to do on your free time? With examples as well. And then finally, what do you like to drink with your friends? Everything in pairs, then report to the whole class. No, everyone gets to talk. Everyone gets to share, and before they share with the whole class, they have this safe space in which they can do so. After this is done, I would show them first of all, I would write the sentences that they create. No, I would keep a record of them and display them in a part here. Again, this is just an illustration, and I will have them all read them verbatim, so that some drilling. After that is done, I will start to elicit the next word. Here we go. No, we have Rigoberto wants to, and the dog wants to, the baby wants to. Basic mix and match. I'll have them read the sentences, maybe in pairs, maybe not, depends on the flow of the session. This is done. I would have them then again read the examples verbatim, and when this is done, I would have them choose these ones right here. No, I would write student name 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, and I'll have them say, for example, Samantha. What does Samantha want? No, Samantha wants $1 million. Roberto wants to go to Aruba. I'll pay. That will elicit these kind of sentences from them, basing ourselves off of the previous examples. After we finish with this, and of course, in the meantime, I would be asking them questions and ensuring that they understand what is expected of them, or should they have any questions, which tends to be the case sometimes. We cover like, we cover want. Then I would go here, and again, always reading all examples verbatim. The ones with like, the ones with want. After that is done, I get them in pairs and I read this to them. My girlfriend got very angry at me. I don't know what to do to win back her love. I love her. Please tell me what I do. What do I need to do? No, they have to complete the idea. Federico, you need to buy flowers to her, take her to the movie. Some ideas. They can share their own. I would again list their examples here. And after that is done, I would have them read all the examples together. Want like need, I would elicit. Hey, what 3 words did we learn today? No? I would see if they actually understood after I remove this and I show them like, want, need. I have them match with necesitar, querer, and gustar. Once that is done, I show them some examples which they're gonna again read verbatim. No? context is so important. Like, I like apples, she likes to read books, I want a sandwich, he wants to play soccer. I ask them here if they have any questions about these subjects, anything whatsoever. I encourage them to explore their uncertainties. It is worth mentioning that at any throughout the whole lesson, I adjust my language to those of the students, so comprehensible input can take place. No, again, I'm just talking in an illustratory. I don't know if that's a word in English, but in an forma ilustrativa. No, when this is done, I just show them this to them one more time, and I would hand them worksheets. Of course, I would send this to each individual. This is just so you know what the worksheet would look like. Now, part one, fill in the blanks. Part two, match the sentences. I expect, of course, them to not know some of the words, but I expect them to try and experiment with the language. For me, that's when learning happens. So we have one, two, three, four type of questions. I'm just gonna leave this here. You can pause the video to see what my worksheet would look like. Once that is done, we would go to the final activity. After discussing and everything, correcting mistakes in community, This is a final activity. Depending on the time, I could stretch it to 15 minutes or whatever. I would do this in pairs. You can take a picture of this or pause the video here. Basically, entrepreneurs, of course, I would explain to them what that is, and investors. I would make sure that the instructions are abundantly clear and have them explain the instructions to me or maybe to some other person. I would make sure that they understand, not just by asking them, "Did you understand?" but rather by having them explain this to me. So, entrepreneurs, you can pause the video and read the instructions. I would make them abundantly clear. Finally, after this is done, and I would be monitoring their performance all the time. If they need some help, I would offer it to them. I could send them to the breakout rooms, whatever. Because of Teams, Teams really helped me do this. Send them in groups and visit them, help them individually, then present to the whole class. Then, when everything is done, reflection time. No, I would make each learner create one sentence with each of the words and make them tell me if they have any questions. That would be the whole lesson I have for like, want, and need. Thank you very much. This was Federico Castro. Hope to hear from you soon.